We are back with something different today. We will be working on the caddy later when I get back home. I don't know if I'll take a video or not, but for now, let's walk through my dad's stockpile stash of shit. Which this, I'm not sure what it is, appears to be something in the mid-20s. 25 through, I don't know. It's pretty tall, but anyway, he has a couple 40s. I'm not sure if this is 39 or 40, but you see she's in sad shape, sitting around for pots. Now, one of the funny things about this is most of these cars were complete running cars before they were torn apart. And you see back there is going to be one of our next projects. It's a 63 Sedan DeVille hardtop. It's been in the family since 64. Let's walk around here. This is a 53 Sedan delivery. Go ahead, kiddo, sneak behind me. You see it's in rough shape, but I mean, these cars have been here for years and years. Like I tell my dad, he brings them out to his place to die. So I'm not sure why the quarter panels are off of here. The plan with this car that he's told me is we want to turn it into a 51 Cadillac sedan delivery, but we'll see if we get into it. This here, I believe, is another 40 Ford. 44 two-door. It's in bad shape. My dad does miracles with metalwork, so all this shit's no big deal to him. It's a nightmare to me, but whatever. Okay, and over here, I'm not sure what we're looking at, a 53 or so Studebaker. Now this thing was a complete car before he ripped it apart, missing only the hood. Quarter panels are, I don't know if they bolt on or if they, I think they're bolt on that model. And nonetheless, he has them somewhere. Here's another 40. Sorry, let's get back to the Cadillac. Like I say, I'm out here today to figure out how much of a pain in the ass it's going to be to move out of here. But it's a clean car, paint's faded. Like I say, it's been in the family since 64. And I don't know if we can see in the windshield or not. Let me get some slobber on there. But you look through, this is a bucket seat console car from the factory. And you can't really tell. There's a couple rips in there, but the black leather is still gorgeous. Chrome is in good shape. It's not too far gone, thank God. So, we will be doing this here shortly. I don't like the white color, but my kid's been doing a little more investigation than I have, and he says white could possibly be rare in this model, so it might be white again. We'll see. Not happy with that, but we will see how it goes. The old Ford tractor. Let me climb over some shit to get in here. I'm waiting on my dad to get here, so we'll get a little closer and a little more personal tour. Now, what do we have here? This appears to be a Pontiac, what, a Ventura? What is this? I'm not sure what it is. It's a Pontiac 62-3, maybe. It might even be older than that. As you look at the ass end of it, we have like a 50s, 60s style windshield on it. This could be a 59 or 60. I'll have to take a look at it. And here we have an old doctor's buggy that used to be hanging from the rafters, and now it's somewhere it's not supposed to be. One of the problems we have out here is my dad has problems. The property is pretty desolate. Grandma lives here, but there's people that come look at things. So if he rigs the buggy up in the rafters, his cheesy style, someone might touch something and there it goes. Garbage, 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 garbage. Okay. This is more garbage, but it's cooler. This is a 35 Suburban, I believe. So this will be a Chevy. As far as I understand, this is a hard car to come by. But here it is, and it does have more parts. Again, I don't know where shit's at. Just getting re-familiar with everything. And there that is. Like I say, Ventura or something. And just how he has shit torn apart. It's hard to say the doors are off of it. You know what I mean? They're probably fucking at the other house. Okay. And then here we are with the coolest thing on the property. A 57 Ford pickup. Okay, it's probably not the coolest thing. But it's here. Back here, we have a 73 Corvette. And this actually has a 70 LT1 engine in it. But she's caught on fire. Now we have a new front end and stuff for it, but the car itself is in rough shape. Rough shape. And let me see up here. Like I say, my dad's always been real proud of this LT1. Okay, we have a hood, and that's pretty low. Is there really an engine in there? There is. And like I say, the front end is supposed to exist somewhere, but the Vette's in rough shape. This is a car that he says it's not really worth rebuilding, and you can see why. I'm not the biggest fan of Corvettes, but 73, the last year, the split bumpers and whatnot, it is a cool car. Let me sneak my butt out of here. Sorry about the camera angle, fellers. Let me get up out of here. Okay. And then here we are looking at a 57 Ford sedan delivery, which nothing special, but it is a rare car in itself. So here it is. Yep, we likey. There's a bunch of bullshit parts, some cowls, and just a bunch of obsolete odds and ends. We got this looks like a ass end. Oh, and it's twisted too. That looks like a back hatch to something. Okay. Here we have a 51 Ford Custom that's been torn apart. But this is a early Custom. And I'm not sure what these fiberglass lids are off of. But he's got everything covered up with. And they're good. They got some girth to them. But you can see here, we are a convertible. And supposedly this thing was in good running condition too. But as you see, the floor isn't too happy. So, but it is custom. And it is cool. You can't really see much. You can get a little slight glimpse of these ass end. It had a fifth wheel on it, which I'm sure is out here somewhere. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm walking through a fucking mess of shit. Alright, over here we have a 40 Ford 2-door coupe. And I believe this is an Opera coupe, I'm not sure. It's tucked into the hood. I don't want to uncover it too much. My dad has it tucked in so the tarp doesn't blow off or any of that. But you can see in there it's a complete situation. It's a good looking car. So it has, I mean, it has its issues, but I'm not sure how complete this is. You look at it, it's a nice ride. a very nice ride. I mean, this thing's in good shape. When was the last time you saw a barn find like this in Spokane, Washington? It's not just rotted the fuck out. Like I say, it's a cool car. And this is something he used to hot rod around in. Now, the thing is I'm trying to get everything out and trying to see what cars are easily put back together and get shit moving around here as well. This thing needs a lot of love, though. You can see somebody knocked that quarter panel in pretty good. All right. So one more car out here. It's probably one of the cooler ones in the shop. You see what that fender is? I'm sure you can tell what that is. But it's chopped and custom. Huh. And this as well is another complete car. Yeah, I know. Everything's fucking blown apart. It's starting to look like my driveway, or my driveway is starting to look like this, I should say. Nonetheless, these cars can supposedly be put back together. The only problem with this, I believe, is the windshield and the rear glass were not made yet. Or maybe he did cut them down. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, the chop needs to be finished. He's got the drip rail cut off. Nomad. We got a Nomad door put on here. So he's got plans for it. We just have to see what he plans on doing with it. But if I can talk him out of getting this over to my house and in the booth to some work, I will. So this is one I've been working on him for a long time. I mean, you see, it's seen better days. And let's see what we're looking at down here. That's not a terrible looking rocker panel for an old rusty 57. And inside's all torn apart. Like I said, the headliner's out. Everything's torn out because it was getting a chop. The last time he touched this car, he chopped the top on it. So, that's it for in here. There is one more car outside I want to show you guys before we meander into the other shop, which, like I say, we're going to wait for him. And then, yes, it's very dirty out here, and there's bees and shit all over. I started shooting this video and actually had to duck for cover from some bees myself. And they're always, you know how those guys are, they're not very happy, ever. Pissed off bees. Anyway, Studebaker. Now this car over here is historical, but it's a custom. So I'm not going to uncover it. It's a sexy car with some Studebaker quarter panels on there. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. I will post a picture of it on the video here because I do have a picture of it in original form. But yeah, you can see this place is packed full of shit. I'm not sure what the hell this thing is. Looks like an extra cab pickup, or it's probably just parts sitting together, the front half of a body sitting on the back half of a truck. I'm not sure what the fuck this is, but nonetheless, there they is. We have a 70 Caprice Classic here too, which is pretty straight and clean. This isn't the nice one though, believe it or not. He's got a nice one that is probably looking pretty rough now, but it was ready for paint with custom interior a few years back. Okay, I'll get back with you guys here in a minute when he gets back, and we'll go into the other shop. There's one cool car I think you guys want to see. Okay, in another section here. Now, we have more stuff to look at, but here, So I believe this is a 64 Pontiac. The Catalina. But you see this thing's in good shape. Interior is starting to go, but still here and complete. Cool car. That should be on the list. And the 71 Elko, which was a brand new car before it hit this. My dad has an issue with taking brand new cars apart. Chop top, cool car. Okay, let's go show you something else. All right, the last little gem.
I got the trailer that we pulled behind it down there in the brush.
Do ya?
It's just an old wooden trailer.
So this thing has been in the family since 62, you say?
Yeah.
62. Look at
80,
this.
80 years.
80 years. Yeah, that's a long time. Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway, now I was incorrect. I said earlier this thing had 33,000 original on it, and it actually has 38.
38.
And how many miles did it have when you got it?
29.
29,000. They ran it up almost 10,000, but you see the interior. This thing's, I mean, it's dirty, but it's gorgeous. It's got a couple little flaws. We have a couple little tears and wear on the interior, but it's a gorgeous car. Seat cover up front, it's in good shape. I mean, 1947, ladies and gentlemen. And what do we have here? Oh, and I guess we're incorrect. We're at 39,000, so he's put it almost 1,000 more since the last time he looked at the odometer.
He drove it 7 miles.
This thing is gorgeous.
The year we got it from him, and he drove it 5 miles a year before that.
And you drove the shit out of it.
Not really. I took a couple of
now this
V8 rod runs.
this old
Everybody else was driving flathead Fords, and I followed up with it.
with this. This thing, this two-tone. I mean, it's dirty. It would not be restored, obviously, because of how gorgeous it is. But it's a cool car. We're going to get it out of here and get it back on the road for my dad. But here it is, looking lovely. And then let's show you the one trick my dad just showed me. We want to lower this a little bit, but
What's this car worth?
oh, I don't know.
75, 80,000.
That's ridiculous for that.
There's finished ones for 115 and 210.
That is access to the trunk. Now, is that cool or what? Very cool. I had a 47 that got stolen from me, and it did not have this on there, so I would not have known about that. Was this on all of them? Or just hit and miss? Yeah, no, it's a cool car.
Yeah. It's like this, they didn't all have the
reverse lights. Oh, just one. Yeah, no, they didn't. Yeah, no, this is a cool car. Low mileage. But nonetheless, she's about to come out of a slumber. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll get back with you guys later.